I am now.
Yeah, we're both on.
Okay. Hi guys, ever so sorry. Literally, we don't know what's going on with the signal. We keep going from 5G 2 bar to 4G 3 bar to 4G 1 bar to 3G and then to nothing. And it cuts out and it's happening all within seconds. It's fluctuating so much, it's ridiculous. But we've just spoken to a couple of locals that have just been sat down by the river behind us. And they've come back up now. They don't like being here when it's dark. Because in their words, it's freaky down here in the dark. But they've just told us that signal down here goes from being brilliant 1 second to nothing the next. Back up that way where the car's parked, it's fine. But once we get here, it plays up. Whether that's anything to do with paranormal, we don't know. But that's just what's happening at the minute. According to the signal checker,
Getting attacked by insects and
getting
everything.
all sorts on me. According to all the mobile signal checkers, we should have decent signal here, and it's just not happening. So, but it's only within the confines of the churchyard and behind the church, which is the reason we're here. So we're not at another church today, guys, even though we stood in a churchyard. We've got to walk through this churchyard to get to the part that we're going to. But this church does play a big part in the story that we're here for as well, because the remains of one of the lords that is part of the story are actually inside that church. Don't know if we can get in. We think we might be able to, but we'll try later on because it's not what we're here for. So we'll have a walk down to where we're going so you can see the building as well. Really sorry it's not been able to be done live, guys, but I hope you enjoy the watch back from this. We'll try our best to get an investigation done. It is so much better when it's live because we like to interact with you guys as we're doing it. But we've travelled nearly 2 hours to get here, so we've got to do something. So thank you for bearing with us. Hope you enjoy watching this back when you do get a chance to, and let us know what you think. As always, guys, I'm Ian.
And I'm Connor behind the camera today.
We can't switch cameras when we're doing a pre-record for some reason. Can only do that when we're live on Facebook. But yeah, as we said, Ian, Connor, Paranormal State of Mind.
Let's do this.
Right, so guys, we'll go on the walk through. There is a sign outside the church that says it's open. If it is later on and we get a chance to, we might pop in there and see if we can show you the tomb of Baron Lovell or Lord Lovell, because that's the reason why we're here. But there's lights on inside, so I'm presuming someone there.
Are they still on, are they?
Yeah, there's more on there. Right, guys, we walked back up to the top where we knew we had signal to try and see if we could get a live going for you, and it's just not working. The second we try to go live, it's just cutting us off. So, but to be speaking to four local youths that just walked through, who were very polite actually, very interested in what we were doing. But they've all said that they won't be down here when it's dark. So
this is where we are today.
Yeah, so we are at Minster, Lovell Hall. And this is the ruins. They're in the back of the church. But like I said, the church just play a part of the story that we're here for. So we'll take on a little walk around, and as we do the walk around, I'll read out the story to you and read out the reported sightings, and then we'll get the investigation going. I'm very aware, because we're doing it as a pre-record, I'm limited on storage on the phone, so I don't want to be talking too much without getting into the investigation. So follow me, guys. I'm saying follow me like I know where I'm going. I haven't got a clue where I am.
No, we had story time with Ian.
Yeah.
It's now a walk through with Ian.
It's a walk around with Ian. Problem is, I don't know where I'm going. So
this is where we were when it kept cutting off.
Yeah, we were here before and it kept cutting off. But this place was ginormous. Now, it does carry on back over that way, and there are also two massive ponds here as well. But the ponds are, well, they were built here on purpose and fish bred there because it was where the people that lived here at the time sourced a lot of their food from. So they'd go out and catch the fish, bring them in, cook them and eat them. So it's a massive, massive estate really. We're just on the one small part of it here. You can go back that way and through the trees and there's more to it, but there's not actually buildings, it's just parts of walls and stuff. So we'll probably concentrate up here, to be honest. This is the main part of it, this is the big building. So, and as you can see just down the bottom there is the river. So the river runs right around the back of this. So when it gets dark, we've got to be careful because there's two big ponds and a river. Well, just so as you can get the scale of what we're looking at. Yeah, there's one of the ponds. The other one's over there behind the trees. And then we've got the river just here. That up there.
That's quite unique, isn't it?
Picture of the man there. That's mad. Right, if we come round this side, you'll begin to see the sheer size of this place. Because all of this would have been buildings, all that over there was buildings. And like I say, it goes past that tree line there as well. It was absolutely huge. The church that you can see that's just still in use today was minuscule compared to this building. This was absolutely humongous. So, and there's so much history to this place, it's ridiculous. The Great Hall, which is where a lot of the stories sort of centre around, is inside there. So where you can see the apex at the top, that would have been the roof of the Great Hall. And it's inside there. We walked through there earlier to check the signal. We did have one bar, but then we lost it. So
it's very spacious in there.
Couldn't even show it you.
You can see why they called it the Great Hall.
And if you look at this, guys, this will show you exactly what it used to look like. And that's the church behind there. This place was massive and it went off. As you can see the pathway there, that is down there by the fence line, and there's more buildings down there. None of those remain, it is just brick on the floor.
I'm guessing that building there,
that was barns or something. It was all part of it. But that's actually lived in there. So we can't get into that part anymore. That part there is actually lived in. But the rest of this we can get through to, so we'll see what we can do. Just be careful how far you go back, because that's a pond.
That's the one to be warned about.
Yeah. There's that one and that one, but that one you can't really tell because it's all covered in the reeds and stuff. Well, we're just starting to get to the point where we're beginning to lose light, guys. So this is where stories that are told say that things that happen from this point on. and we've just seen 4 youths who were down here having a picnic by the river that have packed up and gone because they were losing light. And in their words, like I said, it gets really creepy and strange down here. So that's 4 of the local residents in this area that have moved on before it gets dark, because it is a lovely place around here. So you can see why people have come down here for picnics, or they come and walk the dogs and stuff like that. But if it's true what happens, we'll see when we're on our own, and we've got no live tonight, so you're not with us. So we'll have to fend for ourselves, I think. But anyway, guys, as we continue to show you the place, we'll walk around. I'm going to read out why we're here. So because we're not live now, I will tell you where we are. We are at Minster Lovell Hall and Dovecote. This part here, I believe, is what they call the Dovecote, and it's the part that lies between the 2 ponds and is adjacent to the river. The hall itself is there, but all this was living quarters. It was a very, very big manor house. There's been a manor house here. So go underneath there. So there's loads of this that they haven't excavated though. This has only been a heritage site for the last couple of years. Before that, it was just here, and as a heritage site, it's now protected and things are being done to it. So, but we're here because we can get access to this one, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, like I said, there's always been a manor house on this site since the 12th century. But the ruins that we're seeing today aren't from the 12th century, they're from the 15th century. Around 1430, this was built. Built by one of the richest men in England at the time, Baron William Lovell, hence the name. After return from the French wars, it was built as a demonstration of wealth. It was a split household with Baron William's children throughout time, and during the period of the War of the Roses, this played a massive part in history, this building. William's son, John Lovell, was a prominent Lancastrian and a confidant of Henry VI. He was rewarded with yet more land, which is the field behind this, that you can see over there, and all into the forest that you can see around us. He was rewarded with that land for being so loyal and given the title of Master Forester of the Royal Forest. Whereas by contrast, John's son Francis served as a Yorkist. Obviously it was Lancastrians versus Yorkists. And he was later created a Viscount and called Viscount Lovell by Richard III. Now, following the defeat of the House of York in the Battle of Bosworth in 1485, the Crown took possession of this building because that's how revered it was, and it actually then belonged to basically the country, to the royal family. They took possession of it, and it was used mainly as a meeting hall residence due to the prominent size of this hall, and was done so up until 1602, when it was then given to a very successful royal appointed lawyer by the name of Sir Edward Coke. The Coke family remained here for around 150 years, I think it was 146. Sir Edward's great-grandson Thomas eventually took control of this property, and he assumed the title of Lord Lovell. That was done in 1721. By 1747, the manor house was abandoned in favour of Folke's royal seat at Holcombe in Norfolk, where he held more power. Most of the buildings here were dismantled, and the east and west ranges, with its three kitchens, being demolished purposefully to repurpose the stone for building in the village. Thomas Coke, or Lord Lovell, was apparently furious at this, as he'd planned to retire at this residence due to his love for it. He demanded to know on whose order did this take place, and grew increasingly angered at not being given any answers. He demanded to then be buried at the church next door, so that he could at least have part of his wish fulfilled. Now, like I said earlier, we need to be careful when it gets darker, because the river's behind us. There's two ponds either side of us, so as it gets dark we'll stay prominently further up, because we don't want to risk anything in the dark. But they were purpose-built ponds to carry enough fish to stock to feed people in this residence all through the year. The building itself, with the land that was given to them earlier on, then became self-sustaining, so they'd be able to get fish when they wanted. In the forest behind there was deer, there was boar. They could get all manner of food that they could hunt, and in the fields to the side they would farm the fields, and they had crops. So they literally were self-sustained on this land. Something that many people in the modern world would love to have now, and that was back in the 1700s. Legend states, going back a few hundred years now, that Francis Lovell's body lies under these ruins, or lay under these ruins. He hid in a secret room after the defeat of the Yorkists, and the servant who hid him apparently died at home one evening, and nobody else knew he was there. There was no way out of that room unless that room was opened, and as it was secret, nobody knew he was in there. Francis apparently starved to death in his very own safe place with his dog by his side. There is, like I say, a legend to state that hundreds of years later, when this place was excavated and dug out and things were found, that in a secret room below us, we know it goes below, there is just no access, it's not been dug out properly. But in that room below us, according to local legend, there was bones found of a body sat at a table with a dog in front of him on its lap. And the second daylight hit them, it caused them to turn to dust, and they disintegrated. As I say, how true that is, it's a local legend. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's what is believed to be the case around here. In terms of reports of this place, I said there were many, and there are. Apparitions are seen around the grounds, believed to be Lord Lovell, a tall man in a cloak that paces angrily around the ruins, possibly in search of who decided to dismantle his beloved building. There's also a man and a dog seen often, but as soon as you see it, it goes in the same light. There's also a story that's known as the Mistletoe Bride. Now, this is a story that exists and isn't just legend. A ghostly figure of a young lady in her wedding dress is often seen wandering the grounds. Now, the young lady, who I don't know her name, but it was her wedding day, and it was Christmas Day. She'd been married at the church, and they had use of the hall. They came into the building, and before guests arrived and whatnot, they decided to have a game of hide and seek. She took it one step further, and she went all the way up into the attic, and she hid in a storage box, still wearing her wedding dress. Only that storage box lid shut, and she couldn't get it back open. Nobody thought to go up into the attic to look for her. They looked for 2 days around the grounds and couldn't find her, and gave up the search in the end. Yet, a fair few years later, the attic was cleared out, and a skeleton wearing a wedding dress was found in the chest. That skeleton in the wedding dress was known as the Mistletoe Bride. It is a true story. It did happen. It happened here, and people do say that they see the figure of a young lady walking around in a wedding dress. There are also very loud footsteps heard, often. There are often white mists that appear and disappear. There are a lot of screams. There are, and I've never come across this before, but there are red lights that apparently appear. People have reported being scratched. People have reported being pushed. Other groups that they have a video of a pre-record they did up here, and I've watched that video, and on that video they are told, using one of their paranormal tools, Lord Lovell is watching, be careful. A lot of people report having things thrown at them and can't see who's throwing anything. Paranormal communication tools, again, coming through with messages stating that I will kill you. Feelings of being extremely unwelcome and most definitely watched. There's also a report, well, quite a lot of reports of a very foul smell. Now, currently, it doesn't smell here, does it?
Doesn't smell at all.
So obviously, if that then changes, we know something's happening. But there's reports of very foul smells that can't be described. So it's not like it's suddenly, oh, there's cattle around and that's what you're smelling. It's not. We've not seen any cattle, so we're not expecting to run into any cows or sheep.
Hopefully.
We did see a couple of donkeys.
We did.
By where we parked the car, there's a couple of donkeys that are obviously well trained, because they're staying behind about a 1 foot wall, which they could quite easily just walk over, but they're staying behind it. So guys, I've also got a list of names, several that I've already mentioned in the story that I've read to you, but then there's other names. So if any of those names come through, then obviously I'll flag that up and let you know. Now guys, like I say, we're having to do this as a pre-record, so please bear with us, please watch it. I hope you watch it back. We're now starting to lose light, so this torch is going to have to come on pretty soon, and I know on the screen it doesn't look like it's dark.
It's not doing us justice.
It genuinely, like, look at the reflect that. I'm having to put this on soon, I can tell you now. So as it's getting darker here, I can understand why people are saying it's a bit freaky around here, because all you can hear is the wind going through the trees behind us,
River,
and the river running. That's all I can hear. So you can understand why people would get freaked out here. Let's take a little walk back through here, and we'll go through the hall, show you the hall.
Do you think we start the investigation off in the hall?
We can do, yeah. It's one of the main parts of the story, yeah. So
would have been a room where a lot would have taken place.
Yeah. So guys, I'm trying to make sure I don't lose any of the equipment. But if we can, we'll get the spirit talker on the go first. Yeah, it's getting very dark in here. I wonder why just this bit is closed off.
Yeah, we're going to have to get the torches out soon because I'm pointing the camera on you now and it's very dark.
You can't see me in the dark?
Pointing at the archway there, it's very dark.
Let's get the torches on the go then. Got a lot of birds flying around above us now as well.
Should I get the cat balls out?
Yeah, we may as well. Let's get it going. So guys,
I've got them in mine, haven't I? My
as
bag.
it says, the Great Hall. Large terrace windows of this lofty hall once contained the arms of the Lovell family. It was heated by a central hearth, a door to your left to a parlour, and the family's private chapel on the first floor. Opposite stairs led up to the great chamber. The kitchens and buttery will reach through the door in the far wall to your right. So that is that way. So a lot of the kitchens would have actually been downstairs. So that would have gone upstairs and downstairs, where that is. But you can't get any further up, I don't think. No. Yeah, it's all been covered up. But this would have gone upstairs and downstairs from this point. And the kitchens would have been, a lot of them would have been downstairs, and then servants would have brought the foods up. So,
Shall I get the cat balls out then?
can do. On the toilet.
Thank you.
Right. Get a bit of Connor on the camera.
I'm thinking I could put a few higher up as well.
Yeah, try it. It's gone really windy here, guys.
Glad I brought my hoodie now.
Yeah. When we first got here, this wind was not here. Like I say, guys, we've driven around 2 hours to get here, so I'm really gutted that we haven't been able to go live. But
is that too high up there?
Just try it.
There we go. Red card for Ian.
Not having that.
Right. I mean, I was going to say, where's
Put them in doorways. Put them in the doorways.
We've got all this space to play with.
Yeah. Because we're not restricted on signal now, we can kind of remain central. So I'll put one over there as well. Put one over there. Got that doorway, the arch, and where we've just walked down towards the kitchen. It's where people would have walked, isn't it? So
yeah. And then another.
Put one there, yeah. Connor's blinding the camera. Is there any more?
There we go. And there.
If there's any more, put them there.
Just got the last one here.
Put one there. Cover all the doorways.
Covered quite a lot there, haven't we?
Yeah. If we stay in the middle, then we'll see them go off, won't we?
Right.
So guys, we are in the Great Hall.
Do you know what I really want to do?
What?
I can get it out. I want to put this
cross.
dead in the middle.
Make sure we don't stand on it.
That's about the middle here.
Yeah.
It's a nice spacious area to do this, isn't it?
It is. It would have been so good doing this live.
I know.
I'd put the bear down by the arch. If that's the case, we'll go and stand by that back wall,
Yeah.
because then we're out the way of everything.
Is it going to wait? Should just put it
I'm
there.
sitting on that little lip in front. That'll do you. Put the EMF on the other wall. We're going for it here, guys. We're getting everything out.
We're doing it all. Should you stick with that?
Can do.
Yeah.
So, guys, the cross.
I mean, how creepy does that look? There's just a cross in the middle.
Cross is on the floor. As you can see, it's not moved as of yet. So,
I mean, you're telling me if you were to walk into a massive room and there's just a cross in the middle of the room? Creepy out, wouldn't it?
just a bit. We've got every doorway covered. And there's already bats in here because one just flew right past my head. So, do you know that? Right, Connor's back on the camera, guys.
So if it starts shaking again, we know why.
Yep. Blame Connor. So, you want to do it on me?
We did it last week.
No.
We'll give it a go.
Go on then.
If there are any spirits with us now, my name's Connor,
My name's Ian.
and we're called Paranormal State of Mind. We're here to communicate with yourselves. We're not here to cause any harm. We've heard of a lot of stories here, a lot of sightings, and things being thrown. People have heard screams. We're here today to prove that there is more after life, that there are things past anyone's imagination afterwards. Please could you come forward, let us know your name, or show us that you are willing to communicate with us, please. We've set equipment up on the ground. You won't have.
Desolation.
You won't have been familiar with the equipment. Some of them you might have, like the teddy bear, where I'm shining my light on. That's something you might be familiar with. It's got a pink belly. If you touch that teddy bear, it will make a noise. We've also got clear balls, which we put around, as it was referred to, the Great Hall, the room we're in now. So we've dotted them around. And if you touch it, just like I have done now, it lights up blue and red.
We don't like investigators.
Okay.
It's just before that it said inferior, and then it said we don't like investigators. This is something, guys, that the story states Lord Lovell used to think he was a lot better than everyone, because he self-proclaimed the title Lord Lovell. It wasn't given to him, and the money was given to him as well. So it was something that fell upon him, not that he was earned of. And as a result, he was very self-entitled, from what we gather. So the fact that they're saying they don't like people here, and possibly that we're inferior, does ring true in terms of the stories that we've been told about this place. So let's see what else comes through. If you're saying that you don't like investigators, why don't you? Is there a reason?
Hope.
Hope. What do you hope? Or what are you hoping for? Is there a reason why you don't like investigators?
My bones.
My bones. Okay. Can I ask who I'm talking to? We're aware of a few stories here that involve bones. We know that somebody is buried in the church behind where we stood. We know that somebody was locked inside a room of their own doing and ultimately paid the price because they were entrapped in there. We also know of a young lady who went to hide somewhere and was never found.
Would you be willing to show us where or what location your bones are or were found?
So you say your bones
Unlawful.
unlawful. Okay. With you saying unlawful, can I ask, are we talking to Thomas?
The witch is here.
The witch is here, okay. There is a story about witches at this location as well, guys.
If there was anything about that.
There is a story about witches at this location, which is not actually in the building. It's to do with the river and the forest behind, which is over there where you can see my lights in the trees.
Which, may I add, how creepy is that?
Yeah.
That just the arch there and then we're pointing down onto the...
That is quite a large forest behind us. But the story about witches is to do with that forest. It does say that they frequented this building, but it's not a story about them being at this building. So it's not the reason we're here, but if
She died.
she died.
Are
Are we talking about the witch, or are we talking about the bride?
Positive.
Was it so?
Are you saying that's what Ian's just said? Are you basically confirming that we're talking to the lady who was in the wedding dress?
Plane flying right above us somewhere.
It's loud, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, there it is.
It just echoes in here, doesn't it?
Yeah. Are we talking to the lady that spotted roaming the grounds in a wedding dress? Is that what you've just confirmed when you said positive?
So I've asked if it was the witch, and there wasn't a reply, or the lady in the wedding dress, and you said positive. Now, unfortunately, and I'm very sorry about this, but we don't know your name. Would you be able to confirm your name for us, if it is indeed you? Could you tell us who we're talking to?
I can make it cold.
Okay. Is that something that you do to people when they're up here? So guys, it's just said I can make it cold. This is something we've had happen in the past to us. So we need something that we believe can happen.
When I was telling you about the equipment earlier, there is a cross in the middle of the room as well. So,
Oh, Connor.
first cat ball.
Well, that's just started going off, guys.
Thank you for doing that.
And again.
it's gone again straight after.
Manipulation.
Manipulation. So are you saying that you've done that? Have you manipulated that? Have you touched it to make it flash? If you have, thank you very much. We've asked you to do so. There are more of those dotted around.
There's some in the walls, on
They're around by
ledges.
every door. Please play with them, pick them up, throw them.
As you can
Do
see,
anything you want to them.
there's also a cross in the middle of the floor.
We've got a name.
You can move that as well. We've got a name come through.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Okay.
Right, so Evelyn, if that's you, if you've confirmed it's you by pressing that light, making that light up red and blue, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Are you the bride that was married on Christmas Day and went to play hide and seek and unfortunately ended up being trapped? Can you confirm that it's you we're talking to? Is that the person?
Can you set one of the cat?
Occurrence.
Occurrence.
Can you set one of the cat balls off again to confirm that, please? The clear balls, just like you did before.
You just said occurrence, so that means that it occurred.
Yeah.
So is that your way of telling us, yes, that's correct? If it is, please light up one of the balls on the floor again. Please make it flash red and blue.
I killed people.
I killed people. I now believe that this isn't Evelyn. We don't know of anyone that was killed here by yourself. We know that others that lived here did kill people. They went to battle, so they had to. Whoa.
You're right. You just seen something.
I'm hoping that was a deer.
Where was that?
See that row of trees there?
Yeah.
There was literally something with like just shining eyes looking back.
I'm hoping that's a deer as well.
So on the other side of the river, there was something just stood where the third tree is. There was 1 there, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It was just stood to the side of there. And my light hit its eyes, it just kind of looked and then it's just
Go
gone.
over there.
Well, we can't. Guys, it's just come through as we're looking at what I've just seen. And it's telling us to go over there. So it's asking us to head over into the forest where I've just seen those eyes. See, did you see that then, the flash?
Has it done it again?
Yeah, just to this, there.
Yes, I can see that.
Something's over there watching us right now. That's crazy.
I can see. Yeah.
Every now and again it's there, isn't he?
I'm hoping that's a deer.
And me.
Is that you trying to show yourself to us over there?
Why are you telling us to go over there? We can't go over there because of the river. I'm glad you've just seen that as well. I hope the camera picked up the flash.
That was creepy, that was.
There, it's there again. It's in the bush now. See if you can make yours smaller because yours is a little bit brighter, isn't it? Will yours go any smaller or not?
No.
Splendor.
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 Are you trying to show yourself to us? Oh, it's there again.
I've just seen that. I can see it.
I hope it's showing up. Guys, the little orange thing is a little, there again.
What is that? It just keeps flashing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You almost want to like walk towards it as much as you can, can't you?
I'm glad you've seen it as well, not just me. Can I ask, is that you over there? Are you trying to get us to go over to that point where I saw that? Are you hiding over there?
The rack.
The rack. I have no idea what they mean by the rack. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Explain this equipment.
Okay, explain the equipment. So you're talking about the one that you're talking to us through. This is actually something called a mobile telephone, which is something you will not be familiar with. It's a modern day device, and it's been a few hundred years since your passing. This equipment allows us to be able to talk to each other over long distances, and I've got something loaded onto it which allows me to hear your voice if you try to talk to us. So that's what this equipment is. It's known as a spirit talker, what we're using, and it just simply allows us to try and talk to you. Does that explain it?
Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Still there.
Yeah, that light's still there. How weird's that? Because it moved from by that side of that tree to there.
How far can we go towards? Do we go towards it?
We can't walk past that part because the pond's there, and if we go too far, we're in the river.
Do we go to the as far as we can?
It's up to you if you want to.
I really want to get closer to that. Is that too steep to go down?
Oh, that's going.
Is that literally just going as we've walked off?
It's just started.
No way.
Are you confirming that you want us to go down there? Is that why you've just set that light off again? So I'm not seeing it now.
I'm touching your leg.
You're touching my leg. Okay. Because this is quite a steep drop here, isn't it? Right, let's walk down that bit then.
Insist.
Are you insisting we go down there? Okay. Well, we're going to head down there, but we can't go across the river. There's no way for us to get over there.
Proves how dark it's getting here, because this my torch is. What was that?
Did you say something?
Friends.
Are we friends?
That was like someone just dropped down off something.
Oh God.
That was like a little, you know, when someone jumps off a wall.
Yeah. Well, so we're hearing things now as well, guys.
Where were you? Was it here we were seeing it, or that?
Here. That's those trees in the row. It was to the side of there. It's the other side of the river.
I can see why people definitely don't want to be here when it's dark.
So we can't go much further, guys, because there's a pond directly to our left, and the river's here to our right, right in front of us.
So we have placed a cross in the middle of the room, which you'll be familiar with, because that's been a symbol for centuries. Dates back to when.
Nothing here though, is there?
I mean, it dates back to when, it just dates back, doesn't it, across?
Yeah.
It's always been a... Please, could you feel free to move that?
Dates back to the days of Jesus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bad entities here.
Bad entities here. Okay.
See your face in there. You're flashing your light over there.
Yeah, well, it was around here. So we can't get to the point because it
I'll
was...
throw something.
I'll throw something. Okay.
Could you throw a rock into the stream, please? River? What would you class this as?
It's a river.
A river. Could you perhaps
Right, so
throw a stone into the river?
we're aware that people report a lot of things being thrown at them here. And it's immediately just said, I'll throw something.
What are you going to chuck?
Are you going to throw something at us? Or are you throwing something for us to see? I think another cat ball's just gone off because I can see flashing up there.
Can you see flashing?
Yeah. It's one of the ones on that side.
So it's another one that's been set off.
I wonder if they've thrown a cat ball.
Imagine if one of them's fell off the...
Attach.
Attach. We'd rather you didn't. You're welcome to remain with us and talk to us.
So to everyone who's going to be watching this back, you're probably not seeing anything at the moment where we're flashing the cameras, but
Can
this
you
is
see
we
where
saw
I'm
the
shining my light
eyes.
on that tree?
Yes.
Does that look like a face at the bottom of that tree to you?
It does.
Almost like it's got a crown on the head.
Yeah.
How weird's that?
We've had that though in like buildings. It looks just like, yeah.
Looks like there's a face with a crown on it.
Can you show yourself, please? We saw eyes earlier, and you've just said you're going to chuck something at us or throw something at us. Please, could you show yourself?
Somebody just landed in the water.
Did it?
Yeah, did you hear that?
Was that you who just did that?
Forgiving.
You are forgiving. So did you not just hear the splash?
I thought you heard something.
Somebody just landed in the water. There was a splash then. I mean, I'm not going to lie. People ain't lying. It is freaky around here at night.
I'll get such negative energy down by this bit.
Yeah. I'm also very aware that this is quite a deep river, and we know people are reporting that they've been pushed.
Yeah. I don't fancy getting any closer.
Very strange. When it's light, it looks beautiful. In the dark, it's a completely different thing. The wood.
Name is William.
Oh my
that's one of the
God.
names, isn't it? That's one of the names.
Guys, my name is William.
That's one of the names, isn't it? Yeah.
That's whose body is in the church. William, are you Baron Lovell? If you are, thank you very much for coming to speak to us. Is it you that we've seen in the woods? That's mad.
That's just come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight up, my name is
It's a
William.
shame we're not live doing this, because
Guys,
some of the stuff we're getting, what that's happening is insane.
my name is William. That's literally one of the key names for this place. We've been called down to the river. It was in that bush there, and there is absolutely nothing there now.
See the eyes, they were weird as well.
Yeah. I saw it originally behind that third tree.
I can see it again.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's there.
Still there?
Yeah. You come where I am.
Plan.
There is something in there.
Does it move now?
Yeah. It keeps looking at us. That's really freaky. Plan. What do you mean by plan? You saying you have a plan? William, if you're here,
Cursed land.
cursed land. Right, okay.
Do we go back up there?
I mean the equipment's up there, isn't it? So I think we need to. But
I mean, if one of the cat balls has fell off the off one of the ledges.
it'd be good if it was, wouldn't it? There's a light over there then. A light over there.
Yes, if we see, is it red?
It was red and white. I don't know if it's someone's torch or if I've just seen a red light.
What people say they see?
Yeah. Guys, this is crazy. It's gone. Why was there a light there and it's
Is it
gone?
just over here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, going off, see. This one went off just when we were down
Is that
there.
one?
Yeah.
It's just gone off as we approached
I
it.
could see the lights lighting up.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Again.
William, if that's you that set that off, thank you very much for doing so. What's that one?
It's really warm here. My legs are really warm.
It has gone warm in here.
Like my legs are really warm at this doorway.
I've seen you before.
You've seen me before. I've never been here before. So they're still there, that's there.
So I'll put that
The
one
cross
in there.
hasn't been moved. They're still on the wall. That's still there.
And now I've just gone really cold here. When I walked in the doorway, my legs went really warm.
It did go warm in here. But that one's been off twice now, that I know of, when we've walked up to it and when we were down by the river. So that's 2 cat balls that have gone off twice each.
Who's speaking to us right now? Are you still with us, William? Or are we speaking to someone else now?
You look the same.
You look the same. If you so you just said I've seen you before and I said we've not been here before, does it mean, are we talking to someone that was in here that wasn't down there and we've come back and they're saying, we were in this building about 10 minutes ago before we walked down to the river, if that's what you mean. Otherwise, we've not been here before. That's going crazy as well.
Are you making it cold right now?
It's going cold again now. We walked in here, it was warm, it's now going cold. See, that's going off.
Yeah.
We're nowhere near that, guy, so we can't affect that EMF at all.
Forgot to mention earlier that there is a bell as well. So if you want to play with the bell, ring it.
Gone off
There we
again.
go. Please feel welcome. Thank you for doing that.
That's a cat ball gone off again,
Thank you for
guys.
setting off the cat ball.
We're stood in the middle here, guys, so we can't touch these balls. We're not close enough. So anything that's going off is going off independent of us. We've had the one behind us go off twice, and we've now had that one go off 3 times that we know of.
Are we speaking to one of the kitchen staff right now who would have worked here in the kitchen?
Yes. Okay. So William's gone, said bye-bye.
So just to be clear, you've just confirmed that you worked here in the kitchen, which would have been downstairs
through
underneath.
through that stairs.
Could you use your voice? Is that something you could do for us?
Or can you show
cat ball's gone
yourself?
off again.
Has it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you for doing that.
So why would that one suddenly start going off when it wasn't earlier? And that one's not going off anymore. Yet that one made us look out towards the river, told us to go there,
And then
gone again. Just went off. Or was it still going?
I think it's still going.
May have still been going. It's like it wants us to look
Don't
into.
trust the bad ones.
Don't trust the bad ones. Okay. So you're saying are there spirits here that mean us harm? We've heard that's the case. We're aware that might be the case. Can you confirm if that's what you mean?
Feel.
Feel.
Could you go and touch the teddy bear, perhaps? The teddy bear that's right by the clear ball you keep setting off. Is that something
I'm
else you
lighting
can do?
it up with my light at the minute. If you need any energy, use our devices.
If you want to touch the pink belly,
You seem to be happy to communicate with us, so would you be happy to show yourself, if that's at all possible?
Connection.
so dark now.
Yeah, it's really dark in here now.
I'll show you what happens when you touch the teddy. Oh. So it lights up like that and makes a noise. So if that is something else you could do for us, as well as doing the clear bores, that'll be brilliant.
Panic. There's no need to panic. It won't do you any harm. It's literally just a toy, and it lights up to let us know that you're near it. It lights up and it beeps. It won't harm you. We're friendly, we mean you no harm.
Could you just do that with the teddy just to confirm that there is negative energy around us and that we should be careful?
When? Could you do that now?
Just to show us that we need to be careful and that we need to be...
That's going up.
Yeah, that is going up high, isn't it?
The EMF keeps spiking up to orange and amber, guys. We're nowhere near that, so it's nothing to do with us.
We know you're nearby because of the equipment that's by the teddy. The black device on the floor keeps spiking up, so that does show that you are by us. Like we said, there's no need to panic.
I'm innocent.
We're only here to help. We're hoping you could help us as well.
You're innocent. We don't know of a story involving yourself. Could you give us your name? Or is this still William? We know we were speaking to Evelyn. And we know that we have spoken to William. If this is somebody else that we're talking to now, if it is a kitchen staff, were you here when William was here? Or were you here afterwards? That looks like a face there in the wall.
It does. Up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, eyeballs.
Yeah.
The nose.
Crazy.
My remains.
Your remains. Okay, so are we, on that fact, are we still talking to William? If we are, thank you very much for communicating with us. We do appreciate it. We know the story of what happened and that you came back to your home to hide after what we now know as the War of the Roses. Taylor, okay. We now know it as to be the War of the Roses, and it was the Yorkists and the Lancasterians. We know that you were a supporter of the side that eventually lost, and that you came back here to hide in a safe space.
Vortex.
We've got to move over to that one at some point, haven't we? That
Yeah.
part.
It looks freaky.
It does. It does. I'm not going to lie, those eyes have really freaked me out a bit.
Yeah. Just as it was saying that we were to go down there as well.
But surely if it was an animal, after a bit it would just go.
William.
Come through saying William again.
Okay, so this is William that we're talking to. Hi William, my name's Ian.
And my name's Connor.
We do know of your story, like I said. We know that you were on the losing side in what we now know as to be the Battle of the Roses. And that the Yorkists lost the battle. As a result, you came back here to what you believe to be was your safe place, and you tried to. There wasn't it?
Yeah.
You tried to hide. Unfortunately, and I don't know whether you know what happened.
She killed.
She killed. Okay. The servant who hid you in the room below where we stood, unfortunately died, and she wasn't able to come back and open the door for you because she was feeding you. She was taking food to you, wasn't she? Like I say, unfortunately she passed away. She wasn't able to then continue doing that, and nobody knew you were there. That's why nobody came back for you, William. So your remains were in that room locked away until this place
Don't
was.
tell.
Don't tell. Do you not want me to tell you what happened? Is it uncomfortable? I won't say any more if you don't want me to. I respect your wishes. I was just letting you know what actually happened. You weren't locked away there on purpose. It was an accident. The person that was trying to help you, she died. As a result, nobody knowing you were there, that's why you were locked in your own safe place.
We fought here.
I know you fought here. Part of the battle did end here. Not much of it, only a short piece, because it wasn't actually fought here. But we know that people followed you, and there were some of your men that stayed outside to fight. So we do know that.
Malice.
Malice, it was done with malice, yes. Wars often are. Don't get many peaceful wars.
Tell.
Tell. So you don't want me to tell, and now you do want me to tell. In terms of that war, the Yorkists lost. They weren't successful. And then your home, this place, minster Lovell, was taken and it became the property of the king. B. How random's that? Got a random bee like flying around us and landing behind us.
Bit cold for you.
Bit too many bats out for you.
Vengeful.
Vengeful. Are you saying you're feeling vengeful or? Can I ask, William, have you met the other spirit that roams these grounds? The spirit that's not supposedly so nice? Somebody else that lived in here? Your home was given to them. It was given by the king who took it from you to a family called the Koch family. And that family passed it throughout their family afterwards. And a Thomas Koch decided to name himself Lord Lovell. How do you feel about that, William? He used your family's name.
Does that annoy you?
And now he apparently roams these grounds in a fit of anger because he wanted to stay here.
Tea.
Tea? Are you offering us a drink? White feather. Really?
William, could you please set off one of the clear balls again if you'd like us to perhaps move to another room? Are you still with me? Or are you by Ian at the moment?
Can you let him know that you're there?
Are you able to chuck one of the balls, the clear balls?
I'm nasty.
So I'm nasty.
Alright, so he's just come through saying I'm nasty.
If you're nasty, could you perhaps chuck one of those clear balls off the wall?
Can you show us that you're nasty? Seth.
Could you make one of them fall off? Could you do something to show us?
Are we a guest here, are we? If we're a guest, why would you open your introduction to us saying that you're nasty? The fact that you've said that you're nasty, can I assume that I'm talking to Thomas? Thomas, do you not like me talking to William about you? That just went up to red then.
Did it just go up?
And it's gone.
Just stop completely?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. So you didn't like me talking to William about you? And that's why you've just come through saying that you're nasty.
Walk back.
Walk back. Walk back there. You want me to walk back over to the arch? I'm back here. See, that's going right up to red. See?
It's going mental.
Thomas, are you by me now? If you are, can you do something to show me? Solid red. I believe you're by me. I believe you're in front of me.
Show yourself,
River.
Thomas.
River.
Does that just come through saying river?
Yeah.
Was it your eyes we could see at the river? Were
Is
you
it
trying to show yourself earlier?
Was it you looking at us by the river, Thomas? Are you telling me to look down by the river now? It's there again.
Is it? No, whereabouts?
Where my torch is.
Is it easier to go your side?
I'm seeing the same bushes.
I'm coming.
We're slightly to the side of the tree this side.
Living.
Living.
Sorry.
So I see that tree there.
Yeah.
I've got lit up.
We're here to help.
It was literally just to the side. It's in the same bushes.
Anywhere around here.
Yeah. So where mine's focused on, it was there in those bushes.
Thomas, show yourself again. If you could, please.
Can you let us know that you're there? Can you show us? Is that you staring at us, Thomas?
We need energy.
You need energy. Well, you can use our energy if you need to. Use our device's energy. Do what you need to do to be able to communicate with us. That's what we're here for.
I do not understand.
What do you mean? What don't you understand about this? We're here to try and communicate with you, that's it. We don't mean you any harm. We're not threatening you. So you don't need to tell us that.
I pass peacefully.
You passed peacefully. Oh, it's going?
Couple.
Yeah. Just stop now. As we walk through here,
that
one
happened
goes,
last time.
yeah.
We wanted to go to the river.
It said river again. I'm not going down there again.
Do we go to that
I'm
building
very
now?
shy.
You're very shy.
Should we go to that building?
We can do. Do we take the equipment with us?
Yeah.
We've not walked through this bit yet, have we? See, that church is all lit up. The whole of it is. We've got 12 minutes. Right, guys.
Unlawful.
I'll have to post this as a second video because the other video cut off after an hour and 20 minutes. We've only got just over 10 minutes left on this one. I'll have to try and do a third one on the other phone then to finish it down there. Right, so it's going to go up in parts, guys, so just bear with us. We're just collecting the equipment now because we're going to go down to the other part. We believe the other part might be more fruitful as it's closer to the river and we keep being told to go down there. The eyes that we keep seeing keep appearing back at that river.
I think I've got
You
all
are
the
powerful.
cat balls.
You are powerful. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure I've got all the cat balls in my pocket.
Okay. Right, so if we pick the other stuff up,
Shall I keep the cross here?
leave the cross there, we'll pick it up on the way back up. Just to see if anything moves.
So we're going to leave the cross there, Thomas or William or anyone who is in our presence right now.
Or Evelyn, if you're still with us.
Please feel free to play with that cross, move it,
Look at that.
flip
bright
it
red.
round.
It's full. Red all the way.
Would that be because I'm too close or?
No, it's still doing it.
No. So yeah, it is still going up.
Still doing it. It's not us. We're not affecting that.
Chaos.
Chaos.
It is chaos.
Do we pop this back in the bag?
I think so.
We'll put this back in the bag and we'll go with the cat balls.
Should we get the bell?
Yeah. Grab that house rain as well.
Creepy, isn't it? If I hear that go off.
Put that in there.
I have got the cat balls in my pocket. That should be all of them.
Right,
Yeah.
we're going to leave that cross up here, guys.
None of us in the wall, no.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, got it all.
Do I switch to necro?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to switch to necro as well now, guys, and see if anything comes through from that.
So we're leaving the Great Hall now. We have left the cross. Like I said earlier, please feel free to move it. Flip it round. Just, it's there. If you would like to do anything with the cross, please feel free.
It's over there, though, keep seeing it.
Can you see it?
No. Gone now. It's proper weird, that is.
It is.
The thing is, I presumed it was a deer or something, but then every time it's telling us to go to the river, the eyes are there.
It's just strange, isn't it?
Right, so we're going to go into this bit.
Shall I put out a couple this time?
Oh my God.
What's that?
Right, that definitely was a deer. It was by that log. I've shone my torch on it. It just looked at me and ran. It ran off up into the trees.
Okay.
There definitely was a deer there then.
But that wouldn't,
Well, I'm hoping I've just seen a deer.
it wouldn't have got this side though, would it, from that side?
No. But it's dead. Something was by that log. It just ran off up there.
What was that? Shall I put out a couple of cat balls?
Yeah.
Um,
Can I ask if there's any spirits still with us now? If you followed us down here, please continue to communicate. Thomas, I'd like you to communicate with us. William as well. Thomas, I believe you're very unhappy that I told William that you were given his house. I know you believe this to be your house. It was originally that of the Lovells. And you took on their name and the title of Lord. Self-proclaimed. If you're here with us now, any one of you, or anyone else even, we have devices down. Please touch them. My name's Ian.
and my name's Connor.
Please communicate with us.
I've put 4 clear balls on the ground. And if you touch them, like this, like I did then, they light up blue and red.
What did that say?
Trying to figure out what that said.
Are you still with us?
There's loads of broken glass in here, isn't there?
If you're still with us, please communicate with us. I can't make out what it's saying. Could I ask you to communicate louder? Nothing. Thomas, are you still with us? William, are you here?
What?
What? If anybody is still with us, please come forward. Please communicate with us. As we've said, my name's Ian.
And my name's Connor.
We mean you no harm. Please come and talk to us. It's just gone completely, hasn't it?
Just nothing. Is that the lady that's seen in the wedding dress who's just tried to come through?
No.
Does I know?
Who is it that's trying to communicate right now? Can you give us your name?
I just saw the eye again for like 2 seconds.
So every time we get any kind of activity, those eyes are there. Aren't they?
Yeah.
We can't get over there. Not from here, anyway.
Nothing's coming through, is it?
8, 9. Oh, I'll tell you what then. Right, guys, we're getting nothing in this part of the building now. There's nothing coming through on Necro either. It's just gone silent. We're also running out of storage space on the phone, and it just keeps cutting us off. So, in total, we've probably got about 1 hour 40 minutes worth of footage that you can watch, and we'll try and post it back up later. As we've literally got nothing going for us right now and it's gone silent, I think we are going to have to try and call it a day here because there's nothing else happening. I mean, Necro was still on then, guys, and nothing was coming through. We've had a lot of activity all happen in a short space of time, and then seemingly the energy's just gone. But every time, the thing that we've come to the conclusion is that every single time any kind of activity happens, those eyes appear in the woods again. Every single time. Something happens, the cat balls go off, the device is telling us to do things. We look down here, the eyes are in the woods. We don't know what or who that is. It's a little bit strange that it's happening every single time something's happening. So I think what we're going to do now, we're going to pack up the equipment, go and get the cross, and start heading back towards the car. I would love to say we'd come back here, guys, because it's absolutely insane, the stuff that's happening, and we've not seen anything in terms of a figure angrily pacing or a young lady in a wedding dress. That's not come forward to us as of yet.
It's
But
definitely
we have
one
had.
we'd want to come back to.
I would like to come back, but the problem is we've got no signal to
It's
go
the
live.
signal, yeah.
Maybe it's one that we come back to on a pre-record with people. So there's more people here. And a few more people can witness what we've witnessed, because I can't explain a lot of what we've witnessed tonight. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little bit strange. Have you picked them 4 up?
The last one's here. Shall I put them back in the bag now?
Yeah, pop them in there and then it's done.
Just quickly throw them in the bag.
So guys, I've only got a few minutes left of video footage on this one before it cuts us off on this one again. Don't know if you can see the outline of this place. It is so dark here and it is so freaky.
9 cat moors. Oh, 10.
10.
10.
That's right.
There we go.
What was that?
Did you just get something?
I'm hoping it's on camera as well. It looked like there was a figure in that doorway there.
What
No,
was
where-
that on? What's the time on that?
3 minutes 40.
So if we watch that back,
Yeah,
if that is a figure,
just to focus on that bit there, it looked like something in the doorway.
if that is something it was in the doorway, could you go and move that cross, please? I can hear something behind me.
Yeah, I can. There was footsteps around the corner from me then as well. Right, okay. So we know, I thought I saw a figure up in that doorway, guys. I'm hearing footsteps and then Connor just said there was something behind him.
Was it that doorway?
Yeah. You know the one that we kept getting the ball flashing in?
Yeah.
That one.
So we can watch that back, can't we?
Yeah. Right. If you have this then. There was definitely footsteps behind
Yeah,
there.
100%.
I'm not going to lie, guys, this place is really freaky. Connor thought he heard someone jump something or someone jumped down from there earlier.
It
as well.
sounded like someone jumped down from the wall here when we were going towards the river or coming down to this building. I think it was the second time I heard it.
Crazy thing on this now, I've got 4G 3 bar on the Paranormal phone. The one that we couldn't go live on earlier.
So it's all of a sudden picked up service. It's done this though a couple of times, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm really interested now to watch that back to see if
It definitely looked like there was a figure in the doorway. I hope I got it on the camera. I was just trying to show how freaky the outline of this looks in the dark.
so the cross hasn't moved.
Right, so the cross hasn't moved, guys.
I'll just show you.
Still in the same position, so it's not moved. Right, so it looked like it was here. We were down there and it looked like there was a figure stood around by where I am. And I saw it through the doorway.
So we have only got 2 minutes left of the recording. There we go.
Right, so while that one's still on, I've started this one, but I can't post this one without it going onto the laptop first. So just so as we can continue as we walk back, I've got the other phone on there as well. But the mics aren't attached to this one, so the noise won't be as clear. This is a whole other section here, guys. This is one of the old part of the old chapel, I believe. This here is where we tried to go live, and it kept cutting off. So you might see that wall and think that looks familiar. Right, all the lights are on in that church. I don't know if we can get in or not. We're not going to have much of a video if we do, because I haven't got the so guys. Right, so while that one's still on, I've started this one, but I can't post this one without it going onto the laptop first. So just so as we can continue as we walk back, I've got the other phone on there as well. But the mics aren't attached to this one, so the noise won't be as clear. This is a whole other section here, guys. This is one of the old part of the old chapel, I believe. This here is where we tried to go live, and it kept cutting off. So you might see that wall and think that looks familiar. Right, all the lights are on in that church. I don't know if we can get in or not. We're not going to have much of a video if we do, because I haven't got the so guys, you're free at the heart, yeah. That one's gone off. Right, so the other one's now gone off, guys. So that, guys, that's where we were down by the river. This, guys, is minster, Lovell. I hope we can post this up online for you guys to be able to watch it while we're travelling back, to be honest with you. That would be ideal, so by the time we're back you could have started watching it. Yeah, be a bit wary because this is somebody's house right here. I don't want to concern them, but there is someone's house right there. But this church, the lights are on fully.
Can we have a quick walk in there?
Do you want to try? So it says it's open. quick look and see if we can get in, shall we? Oh, the light's just come on. We're not doing anything, are we? Turn the torch off. Holy water. Wow. That's a bit freaky, the light's just gone off. Do we go in? It's open. Okay. Guys, this is mental. So guys, we're just walking around inside the church, and this here is Lord Lovell's tomb. So we know that both Thomas and Francis, no sorry, Thomas and William were buried here.
No noise.
Yeah, it's completely silent in here, guys. Completely. What was that? Guys, something should be thrown. And kind of ran. What was that?
Because we had a noise for the first, an initial.
What was that?
Absolutely.
Something's just been thrown, guys.
Well, I've got. Shall I look at my heart rate? No idea what that was.
Something was just thrown over here, guys. I can't see anything. There's something on the floor over there. Behind the candlestick. You look here.
Yeah.
Piece of stone.
Something definitely.
There's a piece of stone just been thrown. I hope you've heard that on this video. This video is definitely going to be posted. Guys, we're in the church. We've just said how peaceful it was. Complete silence. We're about to leave. And then something got thrown behind us. And I mean thrown.
I'm not going to lie.
That's creepy.
I did try and run.
Yeah, Connor was running. I'm not going to lie. He started to run.
Shocked me. It's proper frame, yeah.
That is crazy. Something was just thrown past us, guys. Because this is an actively used church, I don't want to do investigating in it.
It's gone dead silent.
Oh my God. they want to open then.
Just gone dead silent again.
Yeah, but that's, we said that last time and then something got thrown at us. Or thrown past us.
But the thing is though, we heard something, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we both went, what was that? And then we heard something get thrown.
Right, we're outside, it's pitch black. Absolutely pitch black.
Was it like that?
Yeah. Right, so the light's on at the house still. There's one street lamp at the bottom of the street. And then we've got a that was mental.
My heart's still going.
Guys, I don't know what that was, but something was thrown past us.
Racing.
Something was thrown past us in that church then.
It was two noises, weren't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
we had it was like it got our attention,
Yeah.
then chucked it.
We turned around to look where we thought we heard a noise, and then something landed.
Right by the right by his
I'm smelling stuff as well now.
right by his tomb, wasn't it?
Yeah. So right by Lord Lovell's tomb, there was a piece of what looked like stone or concrete. Only a small piece. There was a noise behind of the tomb that made us look there, and then all of a sudden something flew past us. Right, I can tell you now, I firmly believe we were in there on our own. I don't think there was anyone else in that church. I don't know what just caused that.
Did you get it on cat or was
I
it facing?
don't know
probably
yet.
facing the other way, wasn't it?
We were about to walk out, so
Do you know what minute? Because
we'll just have to watch it
we
back.
think we've seen something.
That's
and-
on the other phone though.
Oh, so I'll get that video up after.
Yeah.
And when you guys watch it back as well, if you want to let us know your thoughts, if you've seen something as well, or if you can hear the noise. Because it was definitely something thrown then.
Yeah, there was something thrown inside that church, guys, I'm not joking. This is one freaky place.
It is. That always watching us all night.
Yeah. In terms of activity, guys, we can definitely say there's been a lot. In terms of what people say that they feel very uneasy down here, I'd agree. Would you?
Yeah, you can see why people don't want to be here when it's dark. I mean, that the locals were here before us. They as soon as it did,
Yeah,
go
as soon as you
dark,
started to-
they went.
As soon as it started to lose light, they were off. Right, just coming up towards the car, guys. So that was really weird. That was really weird in that church.
I'm glad we went in now.
Yeah. Right, guys. I'll try and turn it around to us if I can. Don't know how much of this you're going to get of us. If you watch this back, really sorry we couldn't go live. Signal just kept dipping out, picking back up, dipping out. It's crazy. We were dropping from 5G to 3G and then nothing. Thank you ever so much for watching this if you have watched it. I hope you've enjoyed it. This is a crazy one. This is a crazy one. We've had so much go on. We're going to get back in the car now and try and assess what we've just experienced and head back. We've got a 2-hour drive ahead of us and it's now, I think, nearly 11 o'clock. So we're going to be back late tonight. But guys, thank you for watching if indeed you have. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, my name's Ian.
And my name's Connor.
We're Paranormal State of Mind.
And until next time,
Let's do this.